8 weird little signs she's daring you to make a move but won't admit it. Let's cut the crap. Women rarely say they want you to make a move, but they sure as hell show it. Not with words, but with weird little behaviors most men overlook completely. If you've ever walked away thinking, was she into me? This is for you. These 8 subtle signals aren't obvious, but they're real, and once you know them, you'll never miss your shot again. Let's break down the exact moments she's hoping, begging you'll take the lead, without her having to ask, because the truth is, she already did. You just didn't notice it, until now. 8. I'm just tired, but not really. She sighs, rubs her neck, maybe throws in a little shoulder roll, then says something like, "Ugh, I'm just so tired lately." Look, sometimes she is tired, but if she says it while she's with you, and she still looks put together, alert, engaged, that's not fatigue, that's emotional bait. She's dangling vulnerability, softening her frame, giving you an opening to take control. Why? Because I'm tired often means, I want to feel something. Can you wake me up? It's an invitation, not a complaint. A soft signal saying, I don't want to lead right now. Please do something bold. And if you respond with, yeah, me too, and let the moment die, you just missed a major cue. Don't let that happen again. 7. I'm so bad at flirting. You ever hear her say something like, I'm terrible at dating. I don't know how to flirt. I always send mixed signals. Buddy, that is the signal. This is her way of disarming the situation, telling you she's open without putting herself on the hook. See, women hate rejection just as much as men do, maybe more. But they also know that attraction isn't about being obvious. It's about creating curiosity, tension, and plausible deniability. So when she says she's bad at flirting, what she's actually saying is, I want you to flirt with me first. She's lowering the bar, giving you a free pass to test the waters. Without fear, she'll push back or get offended. And the worst thing you can do in that moment? Laugh it off and believe her. Because the truth is, most women are expert flirts. She just doesn't want to make the first move, but she sure as hell wants to see if you will. So next time you hear that line, smile and flirt back. Light, playful, confident. Because that door, she just cracked it open. 6. She texts you about nothing. This one's sneaky, and it flies under the radar for most guys. You're going about your day, and suddenly she sends a message like, saw this meme and thought of you. Random question. Pancakes or waffles? Remember that weird conversation we had last week? On the surface, it's nothing, but it's never nothing. Women don't send random texts to men they're not interested in, period. Every text is a thread, an invitation to spark something, to see if you'll take it somewhere. She's not checking in for fun. She's testing your engagement, seeing if you'll lead the interaction forward, maybe into a date, a deeper convo, or even something flirty. And let's be real. Most men your age were taught not to overthink it. But that's exactly why so many men miss the game entirely. So when she sends that pointless little ping, don't ignore it. That's not just a text. That's your cue. 5. She brings up her ex, then swings the spotlight back to you. This one's sneaky, but it's loaded with intention. She casually mentions something like, yeah, my last relationship was kind of a mess, then pivots. Anyway, what about you? What's your situation? To most guys, this just sounds like small talk, but what she's really doing is this. She's testing how emotionally open you are. She's sharing a sliver of vulnerability, then asking you to meet her there. It's also a sneaky little way of broadcasting. I'm single. I'm available. I want to know if you are too. If she mentions an ex, a breakup, or how dating sucks, and then locks eyes with you, she's not venting. She's staging the conversation so that you can step in and spark something new. It's not random, it's bait. 4. She teases you about being trouble or too confident. Ah yes, the mock warning. You know the one. You're such a troublemaker. I can already tell you're dangerous. You probably say that to all the girls. Fellas, this is not an insult. This is a green light in disguise. When a woman calls you trouble, she's doing 2 things at once. She's letting you know she feels a spark, and she's challenging you to live up to the tension. And guess what? She wants to feel a little off balance. She wants you to be the kind of man who stirs something in her she can't control. Don't brush it off or kill the moment. Let her feel that tension. Lean in. Smile. Maybe hit her with a flirty, "You say that like it's a bad thing." Watch what happens. 3. She tries to get a reaction out of you. This one's so subtle it flies right under the radar. She pushes your buttons, pokes fun, makes a bold statement just to see what you'll say back. It might look like this. "So you really believe that? Wow, you're intense. I bet you're super competitive. This is an argument, this is provocation." Why? Because she wants to feel your energy. She wants to know how emotionally alive you are, and she wants to know if you've got backbone. If you take the bait and engage her, playfully, confidently, she gets that dopamine rush, that little hit of tension and chemistry that makes her go, "Okay, this guy might be different." If you get quiet, awkward, or defensive, the moment dies, and so does her interest. 2. She mentions how long it's been since she dated. You ever have a woman casually say, "I haven't been on a date in forever," or "It's been a long time since I've met someone I actually liked"? That's not a confession. That's a loaded statement meant to spark action. She's telling you, "I'm available. I'm emotionally open. I'm curious what you're going to do next." It's a way to test your boldness while still keeping her guard up. No woman drops that kind of comment without intention. So don't let it pass. Say something like, "Then we've got to change that." Or, "Well, maybe that streak's about to end." She wants you to pick up the signal. Now's your moment to own it. 1. She accidentally leaves something behind. The classic move and one of the boldest, most underappreciated tactics in the book, her scarf, her coffee cup, her lip balm, doesn't matter what it is. If she leaves it in your car, your place, or even at your office, and doesn't immediately come back for it, that's no accident. That's a breadcrumb, a built-in reason for future contact, a window she's leaving open for you to text her, invite her back, or keep the connection alive. Here's what most men do. "Oh, hey, you left your sunglasses. Want me to drop them off?" No, my guy, that's not the play. Instead, say, "Looks like you wanted a reason to come back," with a smirk, with confidence. Because if she left something behind, she's already come halfway. All she's waiting for is you. If you've made it this far, type "game on" in the comments, because now you know the signs most men miss. You're not walking away wondering anymore. You're watching, reading, and moving when it counts. So here's the next step. Like the video, hit subscribe, and check out our next one on exactly what to say when she's clearly into you, but playing it cool. No more hesitation. No more second guessing. From now on, you see the cue. You make the move. Simple as that. Until next time, pay attention, make your move, and own the moment.